Un cuadro inacabado. Continuar. Un huevo de Fabergé. Sí, ¿por qué no? Para apoyar. Uy, sí, súper ordinario. Oh. Esto ya está. ¿Cómo se resuelve? Esto es una... Ah, ¿eso es para resolver? Ah, eso es para resolver. Uy, ¿lo he abierto? Nada. ¿Cómo que nada? Huevo vacío. Una vez desbloqueado el huevo se puede abrir pero está vacío. El forro del huevo es un material suave parecido al terciopelo. El huevo se sostiene sobre un soporte hecho de latón. Descarga sobre 3 extrañas patas con garras afiladas. Vale. Yo voy a seguir señalando cosas.
Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood right in the middle.
El de la puñalada, del puñal.
That's weird.
La han apuñalado por la espalda y se cayó.
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So
she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Alguien la apuñaló por la espalda, clarísimo.
Let's check the case file again.
No es una carpeta, es una oreja. Fin de hora de aventuras. Ah, una oreja de fin de hora de aventuras. No son muy complicados. Revisemos el expediente del caso. Fue encontrada tumbada boca arriba con una única puñalada en el pecho. Vale. Gramophone.
I think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
Oh, ¿puedo meterlas?
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
¿Por qué todo está roto en este sitio? Reproduce cintas de casete en lugar de discos de vinilo. Apunta hacia el centro de la habitación. Presenta una grieta visible a todo lo largo desde la bocina hasta la pletina para las cintas.
What about the cassette tape?
Claro, ¿puedo meterla?
Sure is.
Sí. ¡Oh! Ah, no, tenía una adentro. Tenía una adentro para Freya. ¡Oh! ¡Qué bonito! Le han hecho una cinta con música. Está cookie.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go.
Prueba. Probar.
It's piano music.
Suena un poco y se detiene. Está alguien caminando. La melodía.
It's someone humming a tune.
Se ve un tarareo distorsionado. Poco mal rollo, ¿eh? Poco mal rollo.
Freya's painting supplies.
Las pinturillas. Esta está rota. Los tarros de cristal están agrietados por un lado. Pero ¿por qué está todo agrietado en este sitio, tío?
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed.
Sí.
Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Pincel y paleta. La paleta tiene varias pinturas preparadas en ellas. La más grande es una mancha de negro en el medio. Bueno, para mí esto es verde. El pincel sigue cubierto con pintura roja seca. ¿Pero no creemos que es sangre?
It's so dark back there.
Somehow, the sunlight doesn't seem to be making it very far into the room.
¿Pero qué clase de observaciones son esas? ¡Un ojo!
We're at the top of the tower, right?
¡Un ojo! ¿Veis el ojo? ¿Y si se retuerce para atrás? ¿Podría probar?
I think so. Why?
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
Porque hay un ojo en el techo, tío.
Freya's painting supplies.
Ya, pero yo esto ya lo he visto. ¿Puedo hablar con la señora? Hostia, qué mal rollo da la señora, ¿no?
Freya Fellow?
Qué miedo tiene el pobre. Buah, mira qué bonito el arte del juego.
Sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to
Un gran
ask you
diálogo.
a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now. Freya Fellow.
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still.
We need to ask.
Did you witness the?
He repetido.
What do we do?
Not sure. She's
For
entitled.
now. Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried. Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
¿Pero por qué no dice nada? Que no puedo hacer ninguna conclusión sobre esta señora. Pesa, di algo con esa cara ahí de tonfurruña.
Were you close with Freya?
Ah, puedes hacerle preguntas, hacerle más
How are you
preguntas.
two related?
¿Eres su madre?
Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire.
What? I don't even think she's listening.
No, no puedo pegarle una hostia.
Oh, she's listening.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
Ah, no puedo preguntar sobre el expediente del caso, tiene sentido.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
No comment. Se coge a la quinta enmienda.
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty? Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
No comment. Venga, Miki, ya le he preguntado por toda esta señora y no me ha dicho nada, literalmente. Supongo que sea el tutorial para que tú sepas cómo se preguntan esas cosas, ¿no? A lo mejor está dormida con los ojos abiertos. No, no creo. No creo. Hombre, cómo se llevan es lo mejor. Súper divertido. Es súper divertido cómo se llevan esos dos.
It's so dark back.
Somehow the sunlight. Half the room is a big open window.
I don't know if you can call it an open window.
Abajo a la derecha.
It's more like the sudden absence of wall.
Es como que de repente no hay pared. Wow. Me siento muy escondida, pero bueno, es que es muy bonito el juego, como para que os perdáis algo del arte y tal.
Freya's painting supplies.
Que sí, que sí. Hostia, si le doy al escape, lo hago ventana, Cuidado.
A bunch of old books covered in dust now, but they look well read.
La puerta.
That's the only door in and out of the room.
It's also on the floor.
Ya.
Sure is. Guessing it's not supposed to be down there.
A bunch of old books covered in dust now, but they look...
Bueno, yo creo que he analizado todo. Aquí no se ha percatado de que hay un ojo, creo, pero bueno. Yo creo que lo he hecho todo. ¿Puedo entrar en otras habitaciones? Taller. ¡Oh, un señor! Hola, señor.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire.
Grimoire.
Mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and
Oh.
call.
Hola, el padre.
This is my colleague.
Es el
Sal.
padre, ¿no?
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Buena tarde, tacita.
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of
O sea, se acaba de morir su hija o familiar o lo que sea y... está en plan de chill, como ay, qué envidia os tengo que podéis ir a explorar y resolver misterios.
So, Felix, what exactly do you
Do.
do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer.
Oh, sí, muy...
Explorer slash treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
Oh,
We're
ya
talking
veo.
like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger.
Es un,
if that's what you're
un
asking.
explorador.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here.
Dale, viejo.
I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Ajá. Pero entonces, ¿cómo se te ha muerto la niña? Y la madre es la que está arriba, en plan que no dice una palabra.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here.
Es como...
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I
Ah, ¿no es su
can't be
hija?
of any help.
Ay, no me acuerdo
But I
del...
wish you all the best in your investigation.
No sabía que era.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell.
Pero cuente algo, señor,
Mostly,
venga.
I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Working on Floras,
Your room
¿qué?
is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
¿Por qué no me cuenta más? ¿Puedo hacerle preguntas sobre cosas?
It was dusk.
Ooh.
A feeling lingered in the air. malevolent?
Una sensación flotaba en el aire.
Uncertain as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Venga, ponte menos
I
dramático.
heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to
¿Quién
the
es
floor
Poppy?
below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora too, of course.
¿Pero estaba todo el mundo ahí o qué? ¿Qué coño?
Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me. Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Yes, been married over 20 years now.
Ah, este es el esposo de Flora, pero entonces Freya...
What a question.
Pero
She
Freya
hasn't gone
no...
quiet on you.
It's true, she has an independent
No es su
streak.
hija.
She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself.
Sí,
away
sí,
from the
sí.
company
Y luego
of
la veo
other
arriba.
humans.
Iría por otro
Other
lado.
humans?
Well, yes. Other people, you know. You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Vale, pero preguntar a una persona por sí mismo creo que no funciona muy bien.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too.
Nice.
Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially after,
What?
recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father,
Distantly.
Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically,
Es como
that
su
makes
tío.
her a fellow. Let's just say there was some
O su
discussion
hermano.
over whether she ought to carry the name
No,
at
es
all.
su
There's
tío.
a family
Tío
tree
político.
in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Vaya, pobrecita.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally.
Ah, los Remington.
Dear Flora's father and his...
No te enterabas, es que es
But now it's
demasiado.
owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
Sí, sí, claro,
From
para
what?
nada en
This
absoluto.
really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome. Yes, less likely
I mean,
to
yes.
come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Radical.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I
Dreadful.
find it comforting.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Bueno, la cinta es de Poppy, igual esta también.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Las cintas son de Poppy. ¿Poppy le tocó el piano? Qué bonito.
Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way. But I can't.
Sí, las he escuchado, Mickey. Una era en pasos y una era piano, un piano, y la otra eran unos pasos y una melodía. A lo multi.
I'm as confused as you are. It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame.
Hasta el final, la de los pasos sí.
Nothing about it
La del
seems
piano creo que
strange.
también.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
Anatomical accuracy.
That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes.
O sea, que igual no es el cuchillo.
What we're looking at.
Pero es un cuchillo, señor. Muy asqueroso. No lo sé, sin más. Estaba pisando y ya está.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why
¿Qué
not
tal,
just ask
Multi?
her?
¿Qué tal la
I
barriga?
feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Ciertamente.
Rules to live by.
Si alguien esconde algo, será por algo.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down
Yeah.
one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
Pero ¿esto qué significa? Esto no sé qué significa.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Oh, ¿puzzle?
What's the deal
¡Puzzle!
with that painting on the front? I did it.
¡Ole!
What do I
Vale,
win?
perfecto. Vale, la perspectiva.
Not bad. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Vale, esta es Freya, esta es Flora y este es este señor, ¿no? O se parece al de la estatua de fuera. Y tiene aquí pintura roja y un pollo, un pollo. Ah, un niño con pelo verde, una mujer con canas, pájaro rojo y blanco, varón de anchos hombros. Las maquetas de materia han sido pintadas a mano, la pintura se ha aplicado con poca destreza. Cerca hay un tarro de pintura roja y un pincel. El pincel aún tiene un poco de pintura roja seca.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's happening?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Este es este señor. Vale, todo pintado, pero ha guardado en la caja el resto de figuras menos la suya.
What is it?
He's an imp.
Imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh. Puffer fish?
¿Pez globo?
Yes, it's also a lamp, for some reason.
Una bola del mundo.
If Earth was made of paper and gave off a gentle pink light.
A map with a dotted line and an X marked on it.
That's a very boring way to describe a treasure map. It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure. It's a massive conch shell. Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so.
Señor, tengo pregunta para usted. ¿Qué es esto?
I've been carving for a couple of years now.
Sí, sí, se te da muy bien.
I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it. as you can
Master it.
see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course, I own a great many.
Le da, me
But my
duele.
weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower.
Yes,
All that. You found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
Rodeada de su gente favorita. ¿El pollo? A dormir, señor. Podéis a dormir.
A hammock. It's kind of worn out.
I would politely describe it as lived in.
Bueno, aquí puedo sacar algo más.
The entire room is made of
No,
wood.
it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship.
¡Oh! ¡Estamos en un barco!
The
Nice.
entire room is made
No,
of
it's not
wood.
just
Que
the
sí, que sí,
actual
que sí.
hull.
Shelf junk.
Freya Fellow es el hermano. Y no puedo unirle ahí de alguna forma. Ah, y los movimientos que hizo. Interesante. Interesante. Qué guapo tú.